Hey everyone, today's video topic is why you should never buy your ocarina off of Amazon. Now let me first say I love Amazon. I purchase things from Amazon probably daily. I'm a little bit of an addict, not gonna lie, but one thing that you shouldn't buy from Amazon is an instrument. The first experience that I had with that was actually, I'm a flutist, right? So I had some students and they would bring me an instrument that they bought off of Amazon. And honestly, they were just terrible quality. They were junk. And ultimately, they broke really quickly and they had to replace them and spend even more money replacing them, right? So then I heard a lot of people saying that ocarinas off of Amazon weren't good. I personally had never ordered an ocarina off of Amazon. I had always gone through STL Ocarina, and that's where I get all of my ocarinas. So I was just curious. I was like, are they really bad? Are there some decent ones? I wasn't sure. So I decided to order two and give them a try. And I did play them a little bit before this video, and well, that's the reason I'm making this video, is to warn you not to buy your ocarinas off of Amazon. I am not just saying this because I have done some work with STL in the past. This is the thing. I play a lot of different instruments, primarily flute, but I play a lot of instruments from around the world. And I have been playing flute for 27 years, so I have a lot of experience with woodwinds. The one thing that I really love about YouTube and social media for that matter is that I'm able to share with you what it is that I love, whether it's music or tips and tricks or tutorials or instruments, things that I actually use. I would never ever share something with you that I don't personally use and that I haven't vetted. So anything that I share with you, it's something that I believe in 100%. So that is why I'm sharing this review with you of these two ocarinas off of Amazon. So let's get started. So this first one is $16. It was very highly rated, like I said. It looks like a normal ocarina, but then when you look at it a little bit closer, you can notice there's just some details that you can just tell it's not made all that well. For instance, right here, you can see it's white, so they didn't do a very good job with the paint job. Right here, the silver doesn't look very good. It's kind of scratched and doesn't look all that great. But I was like, okay, well, but maybe it will sound okay. One thing I want to say is that it was in the key of C. Now, if you aren't a musician, you might not totally understand what that means. So basically what that means is that if you go to a piano and you play a C and then you play another instrument and it is in the key of C, the C's should line up. They should match 100%. So I played this with the tuner and, well, let me just play it for you. That is a D. That is not a C. So let's say you're following along with one of my tutorials and I play a C and you play what is supposed to be a C. It is actually going to be 2 steps off. So not a C, not a C sharp, but a D. So it's going to sound completely off. So if you're wanting to play any music with any of your friends, you're going to have to transpose this and it's just going to be kind of messy. But anyway, let me just play the scale for you so you can hear it. So that right there is really, really flat. Flat again for the scale. I'm not even saying flat for that note. I'm saying for the scale. So let me try that again. Super low. Super high. 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 Now let's try a D. It's not really coming out. E, not really coming out. Not really coming out. So not very quality. So like I said, this one is $16. So I got another one that's $20. So let's see how that one holds up. Okay, so here it is. It looks almost identical to the last one. The paint job is slightly better. I will say I wish that this part was actually gold. It pretty much blends into the silver. The paint job is slightly better than the last one, but not all that much better, to be completely honest with you. So let's see how this one sounds. Okay, well, this one is actually in the key of C, so win for you there. Okay, one thing I will say though is that the way that you're putting your hand on here, it's hard to grip the right hand. You have to stretch a lot more, which doesn't feel very comfortable, and it's hard to reach these lower holes right there. But anyway, let's just hear how it sounds. It's decent so far. That's really low. The C is not really coming out. That's supposed to be a D. Those notes are literally not changing. So there's basically no change in the pitch at all going from C, D, E, or F. So let me just play it one more time for you. Okay, so there's that. Now I want to directly compare those to STL Ocarina. So I do want to say that the ones from STL Ocarina are going to be slightly more expensive than the ones from Amazon. But in my experience, they actually play. You can actually play all of the notes. Even the cheaper ones, the plastic ones, those ones will still play the notes correctly. So I want to do a direct comparison of those now. So this one right here is their Zelda tenor, and this is their plastic version. It is $25, and in my opinion, sounds a lot better than either of these other two ocarinas. So like I said, the one was $16, the other one was $20. So this is $25. If you want the Zelda songbook, it's another $5, so it's $30 total. So this is what this one sounds like. So it's actually hitting all the notes. So that is already a huge improvement from the other ones. It also has a better sound than the other two that I played for you. So this is their Zelda 12-hole tenor ocarina in ceramic. I want to show you the two side by side. This is the second Amazon one that I played for you. So they're slightly different colors, slightly different shapes. So in terms of the looks, this one has a much more vibrant yellow right here, and just the paint job in general is a lot higher quality. So this one right here is $50. If you want the Zelda songbook, it is $55. So let's hear what this one sounds like. So 100 times better than either of the ones off of Amazon. So I'm gonna play them now back to back so that you can hear the direct comparison. So this is the $20 one off of Amazon. Again, it's like so hard. Every single time I pick this up and I go to try to play these lower notes, I'm like, where are they? Like, it feels so, it just doesn't feel good on your hands. Like, it's just not very easy and intuitive. And I'm not doing anything, literally. I'm playing them the exact same, and that's how it comes out. Let me play the ceramic one for you so you can hear the difference. So the notes actually come out on the STL Ocarina one. So if you are looking at ocarinas and you are a little bit more on a budget, I would highly suggest, if you're going to get one off of STL Ocarina. And I'm not just saying that, I think you could tell from this video, there is a huge difference. So if you're on a budget and you can't afford the ceramic ocarina from STL, this one right here, I would just say go and get the plastic one. This sounds so much better than the ceramic ones off of Amazon. It actually plays the notes correctly. It plays in tune. So that's a huge win. So definitely go with this one over one of these ones from Amazon. I think that it makes a huge, huge difference. And that's why I always talk about it's important to get an ocarina from a quality ocarina shop. Just don't find a random one and think, oh, well, it's an ocarina. It looks like an ocarina. It must sound okay. That is not the case. And I feel so bad because so many people write me and say, well, I'm doing your tutorial and my ocarina doesn't sound like that, or the higher notes don't come out. Most of the time, by the way, if your ocarina doesn't work, it's going to be in the higher notes. These first 4 or 5 notes on the bottom, they will more or less work. Once you start getting in the left hand, raising notes like this, especially right here, in that high range, that's where you're going to notice the biggest difference of an ocarina that's actually made well and one that isn't made well. So that's what I would suggest for you, is to get this one right here or this one right here from STL Ocarina. And you can use my code Gina on the STL Ocarina website for 10% off. So that should help a little bit lower the cost for you. And thank you to STL Ocarina for making this series possible. I absolutely love your instruments. So thank you for making quality instruments for all of us ocarina players. Make sure to check out my Learn the Ocarina series here on YouTube. I teach you everything that you need to know about learning the ocarina. Also subscribe to me here so that you don't miss any of my future videos. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you soon.